Hey, it's Sarah. I'm really glad that you are back here with me tonight. And as always, I want to remind you to think of my voice as a lantern, just not fixing anything or telling you what to do. I'm just here to light the next few steps ahead of you so you don't have to sit alone in the dark. I want to talk about something tonight that I think might already be sitting with you. The things you never said. Not the things you regret doing, not the choices you made or didn't make, but the words, the ones that lived right there, right in your chest, and never made it out. I know that you know what I mean. And maybe it's something you needed to say to someone who's gone now, and the window closed, and you didn't even realize it was closing until it was already shut. And now those words have nowhere to go. So they just stay in the quiet, in the middle of the night, right about now. Or maybe it's something you needed to say to someone who's still here, still in your life, and you've looked for the opening 100 times. And something always gets in the way. Maybe it's the timing or the fear or not knowing how they'll receive it. And the not knowing if saying it out loud will change everything. Or what if it changes nothing? And somehow the not knowing, it might feel safer than finding out. So take a breath with me for a second. We're just going to slow down and let all of that sink in. So breathe in and hold it, and then exhale. Yep, there it is. Did you feel that when you could connect back to yourself? Your whole nervous system just took a pause and slowed down. So I want you to know something. The fact that those words are still in you, that they haven't dissolved or faded or stopped mattering, that's not weakness. That's not you being stuck. That's evidence of how deeply you feel and how much that person, that moment, that version of things mattered to you. You don't carry things for this long that don't mean something. And I know it can feel like carrying it means you're failing somehow. Like you should have said it by now. You should be over it. You should have found the words or found the courage or found the moment. And maybe some part of you is angry at yourself for not saying it when you had the chance. And I hear that. But I also want to gently offer you this. You were doing the best you could with what you had in that moment. You weren't withholding out of cruelty. You were protecting something. Maybe yourself, maybe them, maybe the relationship, maybe all three. So sometimes the unsaid things are the most honest ones, and the ones we couldn't dress up or soften or make palatable, the raw ones, the real ones, the ones that would have come out all wrong if we'd forced them. And so they stayed inside, where at least they were still true. And there's something nobody tells you about the things that are left unsaid. They don't actually disappear. They become part of you. They fold themselves into the way that you love people, into the way that you hold back sometimes, or the way that you reach towards someone and then pull your hand back at the last second, or the way sometimes you watch a moment pass and feel it go, but you don't stop it. Those unsaid things shaped you, and they're in there, and that's okay. So if the person is gone, if that window is closed, I want you to know that the love behind those words didn't go anywhere. It's still yours, and it still counts. What you felt was real, whether it was ever spoken or not. You don't need the other person to receive it for it to have been true. And if the person is still here, if those words are still waiting, I'm not going to tell you to say them tonight. That's not why I'm here. That's your decision to make. I'm just here to sit with you in the weight of them, to tell you that the weight makes sense and that you're not strange for feeling it, that a lot of people, more than you'd ever guess, are lying awake tonight with something just like this living in their chest. You're not alone in this. So if tonight is one of those nights where it's loud and quiet at the same time, or where the world is asleep and your mind won't stop replaying what you didn't say, I just want you to know that I see it, and I see you holding it. And I think it's one of the most human things that there is, to love something enough that the words for it almost don't fit. So I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to leave the lantern right here next to you so the light keeps going as long as you need it tonight. And I'll be back, and until then, you're not alone in the dark.